Britney Spears shocks fans. With her new book Revelation, Britney Spears is famous. The 1998 single Baby One More Time made the Princess of Pop famous at 16. During her tabloid reign, Spears experienced paparazzi contacts, media responses, and love life controversies. Spears faced paparazzi, media wrath, and love life allegations throughout her tabloid reign. Unfortunately, Jamie Spears became her health and estate guardian in 2007. Number 12. The Mickey Mouse Club was less flashy than anticipated. In her book, Spears discusses her Mickey Mouse Club encounter with future stars. Being in the show was boot camp for the entertainment industry, extensive dance rehearsals, singing lessons, acting classes, time in the recording studio, and school in between, Spears said. She also mentioned other actors she likes. Given that we shared dressing rooms, Christina Aguilera and I were considered the younger members of the group. Kerry Russell, Ryan Gosling, and Tony Lucca were the attractive older kids in the group. Spears wrote that Justin Timberlake and I connected immediately. Number 11. Early hypersexualization struck Spears. The 41-year-old said older men preyed on her since she was 15. Men ogled her, she wrote. While touring New York City with my lawyer, I sang Whitney Houston's I Have Nothing in executive chambers. Men in suits gazed at me in my short dress and high heels as I sang loudly. Early in her career, the media questioned her breast augmentation. Number 10. The VMA performance of I'm a Slave for You was terrifying. The 2001 MTV VMAs featured a renowned Spears song. The music queen sang I'm a Slave for You with a 7-foot white and yellow anaconda on her shoulders and an adult Bengal tiger in the background. The 20-year-old was afraid, yet fans still love her performance. The woman in me calls touching the lizard even more terrifying than it appeared. She wrote, "Nobody knows the snake hissed at me as I sang. Did you witness the shooting but not on television? I wondered, are you serious? The snake's tongue targets me. Right. Now thankfully, I returned it." Number 4. Dating Justin Timberlake was challenging. What were Britney's and Justin Timberlake's relationship struggles? Justin Timberlake was one of the singer's most famous collaborators. They went from childhood buddies to lovers, and tabloids covered their 3-year romance in the early 2000s. Hollywood's hottest couple, they were loved. They walked red carpets together, including the American Music Awards, in denim-tailored outfits. Their relationship was cute. In a previous relationship, Spears' private infidelities earned her the nickname Heartbreaker. Kissing Australian choreographer Wade Robson in 2002 led to adultery charges against Spears. Wade and I went to a Spanish tavern one night. Dancing continued. I had a romantic encounter with him that night. He terminated his connection with Spears that year via text. Cry Me River from his debut album Justified called Spears a harlot who'd broken the heart of America's golden boy. In the single video, a Spears impersonator exploited the divide without crediting Timberlake. Britney was upset by their divorce because she loved Justin and believed that the media misrepresented her as comatose in Louisiana, while he was happily running around Hollywood. Spears faced accusations of infidelity after kissing Australian choreographer Wade Robson in 2002. Wade and I went to a Spanish tavern one night. In the single video, a Spears impersonator exploited the divide without crediting Timberlake. After their split, Britney, who adored Justin, said the media misrepresented her as comatose in Louisiana, while he was happily running around Hollywood. Number 5. Spears immediately recalls abortion. The actress said she and Justin became pregnant while dating. She was ready to have kids, but Timberlake wasn't, surprised but not saddened. I loved Justin. I always envisioned a family. She wrote, "This is occurring sooner than expected." Justin wasn't thrilled about the pregnancy, she stated. "We were too young to have children," he said. Both opted for abortion. She admits she would never have done so alone. The performer termed it one of the most agonizing things I have ever experienced in my life. Timberlake comforted her as she lay in pain in the bathroom. Number 6. Diane Sawyer's challenging interview embarrassed Spears. In 2003, Spears appeared in a special Diane Sawyer interview. She cried in front of millions during a national grilling after Justin's separation. Britney was uncomfortable with the questioning and lack of openness. "I was too sensitive and vulnerable for this interview. I wouldn't say anything personal. I owe the media no separate information. No one should have made me weep or talk on national TV in front of a stranger who kept asking me numerous questions." Number 7. The actress talks about her turbulent relationship with her sister. Britney describes her sister Jamie Lynn's connection. Spears calls her younger sister Jamie Lynn a bitch throughout the narrative. "My younger sister was a bitch," she says in the book. "She was plainly in command, like a ghost child. I entered the room feeling invisible. Jamie Lynn viewed the TV alone. Jamie questioned Britney's family contributions when she bought a house for Jamie Lynn to grow up in. She wasn't pleased. Britney responded, 'Why'd she buy us a house like it was a responsibility?' After saying she and Jamie are working on their relationship, Spears claimed she wants to understand her sister's divorced upbringing and the consequences of being a global pop sensation. Number 8. Spears unexpectedly got married for 55 hours. The Toxic singer said her family fought in 2004 after learning she married Jason Alexander in Las Vegas on a crazy night. "Like a 20-something after a few drinks, I slept with Jason Alexander, a boyhood friend I'd known forever." She simply added, "He and I got shit-faced the third night we were there. He and I lounged about the hotel room, stayed up late watching Mona Lisa Smile and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then had the wonderful notion of going to a little white chapel at 3:30 in the morning." Number 9. Spears discusses 2007 drama. Spears' 2007 divorce from Kevin Federline was acrimonious and public. Jaden and Sean are their sons. Federline halted parental visits for months. During her difficult period, the media depicted her as an unpredictable and unwelcome mother. "Weeks without my kids often resulted in me losing my temper. I couldn't care for myself," she remarked. Number 10. Spears claims she entered the conservatorship for her kids. Her father became Britney Spears' conservator after 2 compulsory mental evaluations. Spears battled her father for years, but the conservatorship gave her freedom with her kids. She highlighted her father's twisted game of control in the book, hinting that she would spend more time with her children if she conformed. She wrote that she would sacrifice freedom for family sleep. Number 11. Jamie sold his daughter. How did Britney's conservatorship influence her identity and freedom? Authorities ordered Spears' father and lawyers to manage her fortune in 2008. During the conservatorship, Spears remembers her father sitting in her home office. "He shoved aside my bowl of receipts, setting his things up on the bar. 'I make the decisions,' he says. 'Just sit on that chair while I explain.' Me, Britney Spears. She paid about $500,000 for unchallenged counsel. Spears paid her rich father $16,000 every month under conservatorship. Her guardianship required performances, tours, and public appearances. The conservatorship forced her to perform lifeless music instead of spending time with her children. The conservatorship transformed me into a child and stripped me of my femininity. On stage, I became something." She said, "They snatched my melody from my bones and blood." Her parents depended on her money to mend their relationship once her father got a solid job, sacrificing her independence and sanity. Number 12. Spears strictly monitored her diet and regimen. Her weekly conservatorship allowance was $2,000. Her conservatorship stipend was $2,000 per week, despite 248 Vegas engagements and 900,000 ticket sales. Each show paid hundreds of thousands, she added. The diva was unable to give her dancers a $1,000 dinner check as a token of appreciation. Her immoral diet hurt her. She claims her father constantly called her fat, no matter how hard she dieted and exercised. He tightened my diet. She encouraged her brother to sneak real food, such as hamburgers, but he insisted that her father had banned it. Spears said she lived on chicken and canned vegetables for 2 years. Her schedule followed her everywhere, even during bathroom breaks. The paper said that she was too sick to choose my own boyfriend, but somehow healthy enough to appear on sitcoms and morning shows and to perform for thousands of people in a different part of the world every week. In conclusion, she filed a claim of conservator abuse against her father after learning about the Free Britney movement. She testified against manipulative guardianship and engaged Matthew Rosengart as her attorney. She remembered winning and being free. I was relieved. The man who had scared me as a child and ruled over me as an adult, who had done more than anyone to undermine my self-confidence, was no longer in control of my life, Spears wrote. I was free. Enjoyed the content. Show your love, like, share, and subscribe for more.